Another live update now. Our reporter Linda Mnisi is standing by at Ntuzuma. Linda, good afternoon to you. Just looking at what's happening behind you, we can see the devastation that's been wrought by the flooding. What picture are you seeing for yourself there today?
Well, we're still in the area, and Stephen, and we understand that President Cyril Ramaphosa is still visiting various areas that have been affected by these floods. And in fact, where I'm standing, the devastation is really, on another level. Stephen, I'll just step out of shot to show you what it's looking like here behind me. In fact, I'll ask my colleague Smo to give you a sense of the extent of the damage here. If you look on top of these houses, Stephen, it's not even clear whether, the water was on top of these houses or what exactly was happening. The place is totally ravaged. In fact, one of the houses that I'm seeing here does not even have a roof. Another one has a roof that has, in fact, caved in. So a number of houses that have been left distraught, or rather that have been left ravaged by these floods, and one can only wonder where the owners of these houses are. It's starting to rain, and just far down from the stream, I'm seeing young kids playing around, totally oblivious perhaps to, what has happened and what has hit their area. And on the other side, I'm also seeing some of the ladies who it appears, Stephen, from where I'm standing, that they're doing their laundry. But let me bring in one of the community members to kind of explain to us, what exactly happened. Mhlawumbe sichazele ukuthi kwenzakaleni la ni-affecteke kanjani?
Siaffecteke kakhulu mfethu. Ngoba mfethu asikwazi asinazi ngisho indawo zokuhlala mfethu lana. Zokulala abantu balala emahholo, ngokubona nje mfethu. Izindlu zitemejekile, amanye ama-females mfethu hambe nomfula la. Asazulela lapha sisulala dleni namhlanje, nanokuthi sisulala dleni asazi. Asinazo ingubo zokugqoka. Nalezi ngubo nje engisele ngazo kuphela ezoyibonayo mfethu.
Ngiyakubona ngathi lokhu ubhizi uyasebenza, uwenza ini?
Ngibhizi mfethu lapha ngaphakathi endlini mfethu yabo. Ngizama ukuklina, ngithi nami ngilindele umasipala mhlawumbe laba baka disaster bazofika bazosiklina la. Hayi kuthule mfethu. Nami sengibona ukuthi vele kube ngcono ngiyibambele mina mathupha. Ngendlela okuyiyona endlini. Kufe yonke into kwambhede kwa TV, anginalutho ngisho endlini.
Ithi ngibiza usisi ngapha sondela sisi ngibonga isikhathi sakho na. Ngichazela ukuthi makwenzakala lento iqale kanjani, yayenzeka kanjani?
Yebo ngasibonga ithuba. Into eyenzeke la sibe nenkinga yokuthi kuvaleke amanzi la. Iqale lento ngabo past 10 kuya ko 11. Sithe sikulomuzi lo amanzi ubese la ezansi. Igubhu zilokho esijikeleza, so ibridge beselivalekile. Kade sesicomplaina vele ukuthi ibridge asilo sinenkinga la. Basikhohliwe ke vele njengoba nayizolo besikhohliwe, bathi baye eBhambayi bakhohlwa isiphola. Kodwa bafika kuthina ebusuku bazosilethela amabhodi awu2 okudla. Bangasiphathela ingubo bathi bahambisile lapha yakulele hholo leliya. Kodwa sikwazi ukwela la, sizamile thina abanye ekseni sibancane ukuhamba la. Siye khona ehholo still usizo asilibona olutheni, asiza ukuthi kuthiwani, sizo kuthiwa khona abazofika abafinyeleli ngala esonakalele khona. Abantu abanazi izindlu, abazi ukuthi bazodlani ekhaya. Umuzi yonke imizi almost yonke ibingenwe amanzi yonke. Bese silapha yaphezulu la esizakala khona ukuthi sibalekele emgaqweni. Ngisibese ngabona ngishive neyodwa yamaphoyisa. Akekho umuntu ofikile wazosiza. Sasizwa abantu abaqhamukile bangala izolo ekseni basiphathela into zokushintsha ngoba asinayo impahla, asinazo into zokudla, asitholi kahle usizo.
Bakhona abantu abalimele mhlambe?
Ubaba ocishe walimala ngoba lo yababa lo uphume indlu isiwile ngoba bezizamile ukuthi simvuze engavuki kuze kwawa indlu ukuze akwazi ukuphuma. Abanye abafana balanga phezulu baphume ngeroof ngoba amanzi ubesegcwele kungakwazi ukuthi kuhambeke. Ugogo lapha ukhishwe esamanzi segcwele la ngaphezulu. Yabo akekho umuntu okwafika ukuthi ezojeka ke noma athi uzobayisa noma ngima-therapist ngoba lento eyenzakala asikaze sayibona empilweni yethu, besiqala ngqa ukuyibona. Namanje asikakalitholi kodwa usizo. Sizwa kuthiwa uyeza umongameli. Besingathanda ukuthi mefika afike kuyona le ndawo nani besingafisa ukuthi ningene niyibone mhlambe lento ukuthi injani ngoba ngathi moyibukela kude uyiboni kahle. Kodwa mawususeduzane uzokwazi ukuyibona. Mhlambe kube khona loluzwelo ngoba ingane azikwazi ukuya ezikoleni zilahlekelwe incwadi zesikole. Kade kunenkinga ye-COVID ingane sisanda nakubuyela esikoleni manje sesinenkinga ukuthi zilahlekelwe iy'khoma zilahlekelwe iy'ncwadi asinayo imisebenzi kuyabheda asinalutho.
Okay. All right. So, Stephen, the explanation then that this lady is giving is that the houses that you're seeing here on your screen right now were basically drowned in water. They were drenched in water, and perhaps which explains what you're seeing on top of the houses, explaining that one gentleman, only left the house once it had collapsed, explaining that there was also a grandmother, an old lady who was also caught in her house that they had to take out. She's also expressing frustration because she says at the time they all had to move up to the road, which is just up from where they are living, saying that in fact they have to move and get out on time to ensure that they're all safe. But also, as you can imagine, the extent of the damage, leaving them homeless, leaving them with absolutely nothing. She speaks about, kids who have lost their school uniform, kids who have lost, their school bags and everything that they need, their necessities. They were told, she says, that they would be moved to a hall, which is on the other side, on my left. But of course, they couldn't, they were not, some of them have been moved to that particular hall where relief is being produced, but is been given rather. But she says that there hasn't been any help that has come for the people here. As you would have seen, that other gentleman who's also been walking right next to where all of this happened, Stephen, is this massive bridge that has also fallen. Stephen, on the other side, on my right, there's also houses that have been ravaged by this, floods. They've been completely swept away. In fact, it's quite dangerous even getting close to this particular bridge. That's how much damage this rain and these floods have caused. It's shocking when you hear that lady describe how the houses were just drenched in water, and they had to move quick, Stephen. They had to move out of their homes and move right to the upper level where they were hoping that perhaps even police officers would be driving past to offer them some form of help, but nothing of that sort has come. So it's disheartening for them. They say that they heard that the president would be coming to the area, but he has not come to see what they are faced with and how there's been literally no help that has come for them. So there is definitely a sense of discouragement and a sense of hopelessness that is coming from the members of this particular community, having witnessed something that they've never witnessed before. She says they've never experienced something of this nature, and it was quite tragic because they're not even receiving a psychosocial support, psychological support, a form of counseling that may help them to cope with this kind of situation, given, of course, escaping death narrowly.
Linda Mnisi for that live report and that update. Thank you very much indeed. Just shows you, just amazing to see what's happened in that bridge behind Linda there. You see the children, of course, all around there. Some of them playing really quite close to the water in dangerous areas. Of course, what else can they do? So much has been affected, I imagine, difficult for them to go to school as well at the moment.